took my chances, went the distance, will to survive. So many times you trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip, keep them alive. And he's watching us all with the eye.
All right. Holy smokes, everybody. It's baseball season. And we're streaming. It's unbelievable, everybody. Hey, this is Brad Bailiff along with my sidekick tonight, Tyler Bailiff, as we're here at the Diamond in Dallas Center, Iowa, as we have our first regional sub-state action tonight in the 4A category. It's the
Sure am. Should be a great match between two squads here. Hopefully the Mustangs can get a good start here to the postseason road.
Absolutely. Well, hey, before we kick some things off, let's get some starting lineups in for tonight's matchup here. Is Sioux City West, the Wolverines, leading off. Number 1, Christian Lane. Batting number 2 for the Wolverines tonight. Number 2, Blake Grant. Batting in the number 3 hole, number 7, Ethan Frazee. Batting cleanup tonight, number 12, Junior LaFrance. Batting 5, number 5, Colin Mayo. Batting 6, number 10, Max Werheim. Batting 7, number 8, Cale Kilberg. Batting 8th, number 13, Nate Ball. And batting 9th, number 15, Tavern Irvine. And playing the field tonight, but not batting, number 9, Colin Frazee. And for the home team, that's right, your Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs leading off, playing center field, number 4, Tate Perrin. Batting number 2, your shortstop, number 1, Ty Mickelson. Batting in the number 3 hole, number 2, probably the best hitter in the state of Iowa this year, number 2, Tayton Gray. Batting cleanup, number 15, Cross Bandy. Batting in the 5 hole, number 24, Dane Mock. And we'll be back in a quick second after the national anthem. All right, folks, national anthem is over. Let's finish up the starting lineup for the Mustangs. Batting in the 6th hole, the first baseman, number 10, Eli Roop. Batting in the 7th hole, your pitcher tonight, number 5, Keaton Fenn. And batting number 8, an 8-hole, number 3, your right fielder, Brady Smith. And then batting in the 9-hole, number 8, your left fielder, Logan Young. Should be a big-time game for the Mustangs, as last year they made it to state only to lose in the opening round game, and they want nothing more than to get back their tee, and this is going to be their first shot. But first, they have to beat a very good and talented Wolverines team over here from Sioux City West.
Yeah, kind of going through the stat sheets here, just a brief overview. It seems that the Wolverines struggle to score some runs, so it's going to be interesting to see through these first 3 innings or so. I think that's going to kind of set the tone here. DCG can kind of solidify the pitching mark and get the bats going early, as we saw kind of the struggles in Lewis Central just the other night. The bats kind of struggled, so trying to pick those back up where they left off and set them out in the right tone here for the postseason baseball.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, man. And I'll tell you what, that's kind of how things are going to be, is the Mustangs got to get out and score runs early. And we got our ace on the mound right here, Mr. Keaton Fenn, starting things off for us. I think he's got a 1.65 ERA on the season, leading the team in strikeouts. Am I right on that, T?
Yeah, 86 strikeouts, 1.35 ERA. Big thing for him today is going to be throwing strikes, getting ahead in the count, and trying to keep that pitch count as low as possible. The kid can pump it for sure, so interested to see how here.
All right, well, hey, here we go, man. We're kicking things off here, leading things off again for Sioux City West, number 1, the center fielder, Christian Lane. All right, let's see what Fenn's going to bring here early, T. Obviously, he's got a really good fastball, good breaking balls. Changeup works well. He's going to come fastball, strike 1 outside corner. Good start for Fenn.
Yeah, big thing for him today is going to be strikes. Just trying to get ahead of the count and then attack the batters there with the off speed.
Yeah, getting ahead of the count for a pitcher is always massive. Ball 1 just off the outside part of the plate. But you're right, T. If he can stay ahead in the count, any pitcher is going to benefit, but I think Keaton even more so. It benefits him. Takes ball 2 just off the plate, working hard on that outside corner, wanting to see exactly what he's going to be able to get away with out there, T.
Well, from what I've seen from Fenn, fastball is definitely his best pitch. So
there he goes. Foul ball straight back to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
When you get ahead, you can kind of tunnel that fastball with either breaking ball or changeup and just kind of get the hitters off balance.
You know, obviously first time through the order, you're just trying to get a feel for what that's going to look like. There we go. Another foul tip back to the backstop there. Remains the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. But Keaton coming with that fastball early in the count. He's staying with it here. And a really nice job right there by Lane, fouling back a couple of pitches for the Wolverines. Oh, curveball gets him. Strike 3. So strikeout early for Keaton Fenn for out number 1. And the Mustangs off to a good start. Well, it was a really nice curveball in the inside corner there, Tyler.
Yeah, the Wolverines alone bat sub 200, so ensuring the ball's put in play.
Yeah, batting in the number 2 is number 2, your third baseman, Blake Grant. Stepping to the plate right here for the Wolverines, seeing if he can get something jump-started for Green. Fenn's going to come back, dial it up, and ball 1 a little high in the zone there. But again, he's coming quick and early with that fastball tee. He wants to get it established, and control for Keaton's going to be big early. And he's going to get strike 1 called outside corner. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the Wolverines, it's going to be just trying to get on base.
Ooh, and he swings. He does go for strike number 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keaton with another lead here in the count, which benefits him big time. He can really go with any pitch in his arsenal here, T.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Fenn's going to dial it up here. And he delivers. And he's going to get strike 3 on the outside corner for out number 2. I'll tell you what, Tyler, if you're a Mustangs fan, you couldn't have asked for a better start right now for number 5, coming out with 2 straight strikeouts. It's going to bring up the number 3 hitter for the Wolverines, number 7, your pitcher tonight, Ethan Frazee. Ooh, and he's going to skip that one to the plate there, T. Might have overthrew on that one right there for ball number 1. It's a beautiful night here in Dallas Center. It is a little bit warm.
Yeah, warm is an understatement for sure.
But it's a beautiful night. Ball 2 is going to be a little bit up. So unlike the first 2 batters, he is going to be behind in the count 2-0 here. Let's see if he can battle his way back. Nope, going to be up 3-0. So
this is a big lead here for the Wolverines. I mean, an on-base percentage of .310, not something super high. DCG up at the .445, so base runners are going to be important here for the Wolverines, especially early.
And ball 4 down, so a 4-pitch walk after 2 straight strikeouts for Keaton Fenn puts the Wolverines' first runner on base. Is going to bring up the cleanup hitter, number 12, the catcher, Junior LaFrenz.
I would think that the Wolverines are going to try to steal some bases today. I think Tatum's going to have some action there. Just trying to move runners into scoring position. I mean, runs coming to premium here.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner right here for the Wolverines. Our courtesy runner,
Yep.
My apology. Number 3, Lane Monroe is going to be the courtesy runner here.
I mean, when you average 2 runs a game, I mean, you're going to want as many opportunities as possible. I mean, the Wolverines, 2 runs a game here. I wouldn't be surprised to see, especially when you put a courtesy runner out there, trying to steal some bags here.
And, one thing the Mustangs do well is they play a lot of small balls. Is Sioux City West a team that's going to be able to do that, lay some bunts down, move runners over? I mean, runs are going to be super important for both these teams tonight, especially because the winner of this advances and the loser is done for the season. Nice job by Fenn. Comes up, strike 1 on the outside corner, gets ahead here on the cleanup hitter, and that's exactly what we want to see from Keat. All right, Junior here is going to have to make sure that he's up there looking to swing the bat. Ball 1 down a little low from Fenn because Fenn's going to throw strikes. So you're not going to see many 4-pitch walks out of Keaton Fenn. So that's something Junior's going to have to be ready to go. He's got to be up there ready to swing the bat, knowing that he's got 2 outs as an opportunity here to move a base runner over with a base hit. Fenn dials one in, but it's going to be fouled back behind us here for strike number 2. And that puts Keat up 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, getting ahead in the count, Tyler. We talk about it a lot, but that's going to be key for both pitchers tonight.
Yeah, most definitely here. 2-strike count here. Run on first.
Fenn delivers. He's going to get a foul tip. Tell you what, Junior able to just get a piece of that ball to keep himself in here. Remains the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's done a really good job establishing that top part of the zone. The 4-pitch walk, I think you saw 3 of the 4 pitches kind of up in the zone, but, I mean, he wants to attack there.
Yeah, absolutely. And, those high strikes, if it looks good, man, for a batter, those are tasty morsels a lot of times, right?
Yeah.
Ball 2 is going to be down in the dirt to even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Good at bat here for Junior, looking at some pitches here, which is going to be super important for all these Wolverine batters tonight. Keat comes set. Delivers. Ground ball hit to the third base side. Mock's going to field it. Going to throw it across Bandy for out number 3. And the Mustangs able to get 3 outs. The Wolverines got a runner on with the walk tee, but leave him stranded. So going to the bottom half of the first inning here, we got no runs on the board for the Wolverines on no hits, no errors. Now we get an opportunity, Tyler, here to see what the Mustangs are going to bring, and if they can get on the scoreboard early. And I think for the Mustangs tonight, that's going to be super important because they struggled to get hits the other night against Lewis Central. They're not going to want that tonight. They're going to want to try to get up early. Talking with Brandon, who's on the team, he said they've had a couple of good practices this week. Let's see if that contributes.
Yeah, you don't want to see the bats come out flat.
30 seconds. All right, hey, we're going to move to a quick commercial break here.
Some of the things I've learned from sports are being a good leader, and that means not always just saying what's right, but showing by example.
I've learned that being a good role model is so important because there's many little eyes on you and they watch everything you do. So as long as you're doing the right thing, then they will understand that that is what they're supposed to be doing also.
What I really have learned is strong leadership and self-discipline.
He's their best pitcher.
All right, everybody, we are back. And on the mound for the Wolverines tonight, number 7, Ethan Frise. And he's their best pitcher this year, folks, with an ERA of 2.91, a record of 3 wins and 5 losses. But I'll tell you what, taking a look at what he's been able to do this season.
A batting average of sub 170 here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, don't let the record fool you, folks.
Yeah,
52 strikeouts, 37 walks. He's not, batters are only batting at 169 against him. So the Mustangs are going to have their work cut out for him. But I'll tell you what, this is a very aggressive Mustang lineup, Tyler. They are not afraid to swing the bat. Not only that, But if you're not around the zone, they're also patient enough to draw some walks.
Yeah, very diverse lineup. I think another big story here, I mean, Ethan Frazee, he's got 3 of the 5 wins for the Wolverines. Just 5 wins on the season, 3 of them coming in Frazee starts. So, you know, it's postseason baseball. You're going to have your best 9 guys out there. So, interested to see kind of how the Mustangs respond. You don't want to come out flat like we did in Lewis Central.
For sure.
Leadoff spot's going to be big here from Perrin.
Well, and I'll tell you what, you got Tate Perrin, and, you know, one of the best leadoff hitters that I've seen in a long time come through Dallas Center Grimes here, and he's going to come up to the plate here. And it's been impressive to see what Mr. Perrin's been able to do from a statistical standpoint as he's batting .359 in the leadoff position here for the Mustangs. All right, and Frazee's going to come up, dealing first pitch. Let's see what he's going to do to get himself started here. He's going to throw ball 1 down low. So Perrin draws the first ball of the game on pitch number 1. Like I said, Frazee's got to come out, and we were talking about it with Fenty, but it's going to be super important for him as well to get ahead in the count because he's going to want to be able to dictate his pitches and not the Mustangs. And he comes right down the middle with strike number 1. I think Perrin wanted to see one first there. T, what do you think?
Yeah, very patient batter. Not a guy who's going to hit a ton of extra base hits, but a guy who's going to find the hole and just put him on.
Yeah, ball 2 is going to be taken up and in. And the one thing with Perrin, man, is he's a really good 2-strike hitter. So he's not afraid to be down in the count because he knows he's still going to have he's going to have another opportunity to put the ball in play. And he does. He's going to put a fly ball up to the right side of the infield. And coming over to squeeze that one right there is the second baseman. And that's going to be number 4, Colin Frazee, his brother.
No, they got number 9 out there.
Oh, really? That's not what I have here. I'm sorry, number 9, Colin Frazee. My apologies, folks. All right, so 1 out in the books is Tate Perrin pops out, brings up the shortstop, the number 2 hitter, number 1, Ty Mickelson. And he's going to take ball 1 down and away. And I'll tell you what, both teams, it's going to be important to see balls in play tonight. You know, you don't want to see a lot of strikeouts. You know, walks you'll take, but you really want to put the ball in play. Make these defenses work. Ball 2 is going to be up and away right there for Frazee.
Both pitchers attacking that outside part of the zone. It's kind of a key point. It's tough for hitters, especially at this level, to kind of go the opposite way.
Yeah, you're right, T. You know, a lot of hitters are going to want to try to get on top of the ball. All right, ball 3 up. So, you know, Ty right here with a 3-0 count pretty much can dictate what he wants to do. You know, typically Coach Cassinson here is going to let him swing the bat if there's anything in the zone here. So let's see if Frazee is going to be able to give him something there. He does, right down the middle, but Ty decided not to take. It's a 3-1 count here. Let's see what Ty's going to do here. I mean, that was a really good fastball, T. Hard to take there. And ball 4 is going to be in the dirt. So the Mustangs will get their first base runner on a walk tonight.
Yeah, kind of curious if he had the red light there, 3-0.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man, runners on with this guy at the plate is trouble for anybody, folks. And if you have not got a chance to watch number 2 play baseball, you are missing out. Because Taten Gray, he's the real deal, folks. This kid's hitting .541 with a .710 on-base percentage. His slugging percentage is a 1.129. I mean, this kid is just, he's something else to watch, man. He's a switch hitter, so he will be batting from the left-hand side of the plate. He's going to take ball 1 out and away, and I'm sure Frazee knows who Taten Gray is, and he's going to pitch very carefully here. And I'll tell you what, walking him is not necessarily a bad idea at any point in time.
No, I think that's where you kind of see the .710 on base percentage come into play. A lot of walks from the kid.
Yeah, 49 walks for Taten. He's got a foul, strike 1, so evens the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, 49 walks. He's only struck out 12 times all season long. He's got 35 RBIs, 12 home runs. You know, he's a guy that's going to put the ball in play, and he's going to get it done. And this is a guy you always want to see up with runners on base because he's always got the opportunity to at least advance the base runners. And that's one thing Cassinson loves. He loves to be able to move the runners across the base pad.
Yeah, the thing with him is, I mean, he knows his zone very well, especially from both sides. You don't see a switch hitting catcher often, and being able to know the zone. And
oh, man, he smokes that foul. That curveball kind of hung up in the zone, and Taten just, he just got on that a little early, Tyler. But
yeah,
that'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Frazee, even though it's a long foul ball, it's still a foul ball, folks.
Yeah, great job from Frazee, just kind of messing up the timing there of Gray.
And there you go. It's going to be ball 2 up and away. And like I said, he just needs to be careful, man. If he's going to leave it up in the zone. Don't leave anything around the plate that Tayton can get to, because he can also hit it to all sides of the field. I mean, if you look at the outfield, they are playing him straight up right now, Tyler. And Tayton fires a line drive, and he's going to blow it by the center fielder. That's going to roll all the way to the fence. Mickelson being waved around by Cassinson. And Tayton Gray is going to lead off, or he's going to stay at second base with a double, driving in the first run of the game for the Mustangs. But something they weren't able to get last night, or the other night, is a hit with runners in scoring position. And that comes up big for him right here. But Tayton Gray, he delivers again, drawing across the first run of the game for the Mustangs. And that's exactly what we want to see here.
Yeah, that was textbook hitting the other way in the left center gap. And then you got a guy like Bandy who's batting 400 on the season as well, following up behind him. So
yeah, Bandy's just having a great season as well. This kid is he's something else to watch. He bats left-handed, but he does everything else right-handed. And you're going to see here, he swings hard every time he swings. Ball 1 taken up and away right there. And, again, Frizet's got to work really hard about getting ahead in the count, man. If these Mustang hitters, Tyler, the one thing we've seen all season long, if they can dictate the count, it's usually bad news for the opposing team. If pitchers can get ahead in the count and they got an opportunity to control what they're doing up there, it tends to work out really well. Ball 2 up and in.
yeah, Bandy's another guy that knows his zone very well. Not going to reach out of the zone too often. So
yeah,
you got to pound strikes for Z's, and it's dangerous putting strikes into a guy like
yeah, Bandy's only struck out 5 times this year. I mean, he's batting .404. He puts the ball in play a lot. And that's going to be strike 1 on the outside corner. So really nice pitch by Frise to get himself back in the count. Now 2 balls, 1 strike here. And Bandy loves that, dude, because he's looking to see where he's going to be able to get away. And if you watch his feet right there, he just kind of snuck up a little bit on the plate. That's just what he does. That's going to be down and away. Pitcher gets away from him. Pass ball. Doesn't see it. And Gray's going to score all the way from second base. Oh, you don't see that very often, Tyler.
just aggressive. I mean, he saw it the whole way. Saw the ball in the dirt, got a great jump.
Yeah, wild pitch in the dirt. Catcher tried to get in front block. That ball went straight up in the air, Tyler. The catcher had no idea where it was. His team wasn't talking to him at all. And that's one thing you want to see from your defense. You know, let that catcher know where the ball is. Nobody's talking out there. Gray got a great jump from second base, able to score. Now you got a 2-0 lead here. And Bandy's still up to the plate here with 3 balls and 1 strike. And he's going to draw walk number 2 in the inning. Now you got a Mustang runner on first base, bringing up the third baseman, number 24, Dane Mock. Mock's batting .276 on the season. Comes in, started cleanup for the Mustangs, got dropped to the 5 spot as Bandy really just started working his way up just the way he was hitting. But Mock's another solid hitter, man. He can hit the ball out. He can do a lot of different stuff for you. Takes ball 1, looks like a breaking ball just off the plate. But it's fun to kind of see what Dane's been able to do here. You know, one of many seniors on this baseball team right now, Tyler. And he has an opportunity right here to move a base runner. Takes ball 1. Let's see if by chance Caston will give him a bunt sign here. Takes strike 1, inside corner. Really nice pitch from Frise right there to get himself right back in the count. But all these players, one thing, T, is they'll all put the bunt down if they're called to do so.
Yeah, it's kind of a Mustang tradition. The Mustang baseball they embrace the small ball. Moving runners over.
Frise up, stealing. Bandy got a good jump, able to steal second base.
Just being aggressive. I mean, it's the second time already here in 3 batters that you've seen. You got Tayton stealing 2 bags on a wild pitch, and, you know, Bandy stealing second. Ty stole second on Tayton's RBI double. So
yeah, LaFren's, you know, it's tough when your pitch is up like that because you got to come up to get the pitch and then try to make that throw down. You know, did a good job of at least controlling the ball. Just wasn't able to get the throw down that he wanted there. So you got runner on second right now. You got a 2-1 count to Mock. Dane's going to foul it back behind us here to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And one thing Dane will do is he swings the bat, Tyler. He's up there. He's always looking to put the bat on the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy who's having a great year statistically, too. I mean, not only from batting, pitching as well. I mean, like you said, senior-heavy lineup. It's been cool to see Dane kind of grow into his frame and, you know, playing college football.
And curveball, strike 3. Really nice pitch by LaFren's. Help me out here, T. Holy smokes, man.
Yeah, by friends there. It was,
My apologies, man. Holy cow, I got my tongue all tangled up there. But, yeah, Frazee really did a nice job on that curveball right there. Gets the strikeout for out number 2. That was a big pitch and a big out right there for the Wolverines. Brings up number 10, Eli Root. And this is a kid who's been a big clutch hitter for the Mustangs all year long. Also one that is not afraid to swing the bat.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like every game I'm at, he's got runners in scoring position. He's putting the ball in play. He's drawing walks. He's kind of a fight tool guy out there in terms of batting. Just, like you said, wanting to put the ball in play.
All right, ball 1, Roop takes. Second pitch, it's going to be way up and in right there for ball number 2. So 2-0 count here for Roop. And one thing Roop does a lot is if he sees a couple of balls early, he's typically not going to swing until he sees one. So we'll see if that stays true or if he'll get aggressive if he sees something that he likes. So the Mustangs up 2-0 here, bottom 2. Check swing, did not go. That means it's going to be 3 balls and no strikes right here. Frazee's going to be sitting there thinking, all right, he needs one here. And Roop's, he may swing, he may not. He's going to have the green light, though, right here.
I think he's going to take this one here, knowing Roop. And
here we go, 3-0 pitch. Going to be right down the middle of the plate for strike 1, and Roop's fine taking that. He's got 2 left. Got a 3-1 count. Runner on second, 2 outs. Already got 2 runs on the board. See if the Mustangs can extend here with a nice base hit. And he fouls one back. Got a full count right here. Really nice job by Roop, and he just missed on that one, man. That was a pitch that he was looking for right there.
yeah, I know no runner on first here, but, full count, 2 outs. Wouldn't be surprised to see Bandy in motion here, assuming that Frazee is going to be focused on the batter here.
We haven't seen any pitcher really throw over to challenge a base runner yet. And Roop's going to swing and miss, and Frazee is going to get a big strikeout to get out of the inning. But not before 2 runs come across for the Mustangs. As we roll to the top of the second inning, Tyler, you got to like what you see right now.
Yeah, I mean, a 2-0 start, exactly what you wanted. You got the bats going. You draw a couple walks. Tatum with the RBI double, just kind of solidifying yourself. You got to get up early. First inning runs are hard to come by, and that's a good tone setter. It's going to give Keaton a couple cushion runs out there. He's going to be able to pitch a little more freely and kind of go from there.
Perfect. Well, hey, we're going to turn over to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects. From learning how to build relationships
and healthy lifestyles,
And gain self-esteem and confidence.
make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
All right, baby, we're back here at the Diamond here in Dallas Center, Iowa, as we are in the Class 4A Sub-State Regional here. Your Mustangs hosting Sioux City West Wolverines in a big matchup here. I mean, as we get into postseason, it's win or go home. So the Mustangs, though, get 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning to take an early lead. Keaton Fenn back out on the mound. See what they can get done here. Coming up to the plate here for the Wolverines, your number 5 hitter is number 5, Colin Mayo. Mayo batting .205 on the season. Looking to see if we can get another base runner on. They were able to get one on a walk in the first inning. Finn's going to be ball 1 just off the plate. But, I mean, base runners are going to be at a premium for both teams. Getting them on and moving them across, man. Runs, and more runs, T. Ball 2 down and away here for Fenn. And right now, this is exactly what Mayo's looking for to get up in the count. And it's going to be down 3-0. So we saw this in the first inning, T.
Yeah, I was wondering if he's going to have the green light here. Wouldn't be surprised at it. I mean, 3-0 count, probably going to see a fastball, and it's probably going to be center cut.
He's going to be up, 4 straight pitch, walk. Saw it in the first inning. But this is the leadoff hitter to put a runner on here for the Mustangs. Not what you'd like to see to start the inning, but let's see if Fenn can bounce back here. Coming up to the plate, the number 6 hitter, number 10, Max Werheim.
Well, it takes a ground ball, you get 2 down here, so not that Fenn's super stressed here.
Yeah, we got a pretty good middle infield here. It'd be nice to see a quick turn 2 here, but we'll see what Fenn can do. Maybe he can get it done on his own here, but he needs to get a strike here. All right, well, hey, Warheim squares the bunt on that first pitch. That pitch is down in the zone, actually in the dirt right in front. Tatum able to knock it down for ball 1.
Yeah, I mean, you see Dane playing on the grass, and he was playing that pre-pitch before the bunt was squared, so.
All right, that's going to pull Dane Mock in to play the bunt here. See what Max can do. He's going to square up the bunt again. He goes, misses, and he got him. Tatum Gray throws down as the bunt was on. The base runner took too big a lead on, and what a tag by Eli Roop down there. Able to get his glove and work himself all the way back for the tag for out number 1, and now that early walk is gone, T. You don't have to worry about it, and you got a 1-1 count here.
Yeah, great back pick there. Both players on the same page. That's kind of the big thing there, is kind of getting everyone on the same page. Great throw, great tag, and ends up being a nice play.
Yeah, that was a cannon throw down there by Gray. 2-1 count after ball 2 taken away. Ooh, hit right up the middle here. Oh, and Mickelson can't make the play. Bounces off the inside heel of his glove. And they're going to award him with a hit as he had to come all the way over to the center of the field there. So the first hit of the game right there by Max for the Wolverines puts the runner back on first with 1 out. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, the 8 hitter. I'm sorry, the 7 hitter, number 8, Cale Kielberg.
And that's where the back pick kind of hurts. You'd have first and second, no outs, and now you got just a runner on first.
All right, they take strike 1. That's a great pitch by Fenn, and I'd like to see him get ahead there, Tyler. That was a great start, and if I'm him, man, I'm trying to get ahead fastball, first pitch, every batter, just to try to work yourself in here.
Fenn does a pretty good job of that, too. I mean, fastball reliant, but has the off speed.
Ooh, foul tip back in the glove for strike 2. And Kielberg here is down on the count 0-2. Now he's going to have to protect big time here, because he would like nothing more than to be able to move that runner from first to second here. Ben's going to come set. And swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout for Fenn. Really nice job right there by Keaton. Gets out number 2 on the strikeout. And that's going to bring up the 8-hitter, number 13, Nate Vall.
I like to see that from Fenn, just straight attack mode. Just filling up the zone with a lot of strikes. And
well, I think as a pitcher, if you've got it like a fastball like he's got, you should be in attack mode until the team can prove to you that they can hit it. We haven't seen that quite yet from the Wolverines. Pick move over to first. Runner gets back in time.
I mean, now you got 2 outs here if you're the Wolverines, looking to try and take a base if you can. I mean, put a runner in scoring position, base hit's going to score him if you can.
Yeah, I mean, Wareheim over there at first, trying to tickle his toes to get a little bigger lead. Swing and a miss. Way behind that pitch is Vall, and Vall's going to have to make sure that he makes an adjustment there because he was not even close, T. All right, Fenn's going to come set. Going to come straight down. Nice job by Vall, puts it in play. Mickelson able to field it. Tosses it to Cross Bandy for out number 3, and the Mustangs, though, had a couple of base runners on. The Wolverines did on a walk, but a nice pickoff move, and then obviously Max able to get a base hit there for the Wolverines. Leaves a runner on, but gets no runs on 1 hit as we roll to the bottom of the second inning here. We're going to move to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Sportsmanship starts with you. Good sportsmanship means showing respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, and those around you.
Good sportsmanship is about character, accountability,
and setting a positive example in and out of competition.
Before the game starts, remember,
sportsmanship starts with you.
All right, folks, we are back here going into the bottom of the second inning. Your Mustangs with an early lead after getting 2 in the bottom of the first. Up 2-0 as the Wolverines come off, leaving a runner on base, not being able to drive anybody across in the top half of the second. T, what are you expecting here? We got the bottom third of the Mustang order coming up here. Leading off this inning is going to be the right fielder, the pitcher, plays right field and pitching, but he's pitching tonight. Number 5, Keaton Fenn. What are you looking to see here from Keaton as he steps up to the plate here, T?
Just kind of help his cause, kind of put guys on base. The bottom half of this order is not to be slept on at all. A very good group of hitters. You got Logan Young, who's probably one of my favorite players on the team, just in the 9-hole because he really does his job well. He puts the ball in play. It's a lot of singles. Does a very good job bunting people over, and he kind of fits that small ball category that Castleton likes to play. You've seen Brady Smith as a freshman kind of emerge, and he homered in the Waukee game and has been pitching about as good as any pitcher on the Mustangs rotation. So
absolutely
not to be slept on at all. Fenn needs to work a pitch count here, find a pitch he likes, and drive it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Frise coming up after getting a big strikeout from Eli Roop to end the first inning. He's going to come in here hopefully with a little confidence, seeing if he can get ahead in the count. And he does with a big strike one call on Keaton Fenn to get ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike.
That's a big thing there, just kind of getting strike one.
Ooh, Fenn with a big cut right there. Gets a fastball off on the outside part of the plate there with a big swing and miss. Frise able to get up 0-2 here, which is what he wants to see. But Fenn not afraid with 2 strikes. Gets a curveball on the inside part of the plate and misses for the first ball of the at-bat. So 1-2 count here, T, for Keaton Fenn.
You kind of see he's choked up here.
Frise gets him, swing and a miss by Fenn, stays aggressive, but able to get back-to-back strikeouts here for Frise right here, T. Gets out number 1, bringing up the right fielder here, number 3, Brady Smith.
3 strikeouts so far and 4 outs for Frise. Just a lone pop out to start the game from Perrin, but he's going at batters. That was 3 aggressive fastballs in the zone that are just going to generate swings and misses.
Yep, this one down and away right there. He's given up a walk and then the double, and then obviously the pass ball scored the second run. So really the only hit, the double so far by Tatum Gray. But Brady Smith up here, man, he's been hot and cold this season at the plate. Starting to see the ball really good on the back half of the year, and this is where we're really going to need hitters this back half, is really getting up there, being aggressive on their pitches, not swinging stuff out of the zone. And right now he's ahead in the count 2-0.
Yeah, I got to talk to Coach Lau today. No. Coach Lau yesterday at basketball camps about Brady Smith and how he remembers he was such a little guy. He's grown drastic amount. He's kind of grown into his frame. He's going to be a stud ball player.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, man. He's got 2 more years of baseball left. He's already throwing in the low 80s. Oh, he's a freshman. My apologies. So, yeah, going to get a 4-pitch walk. So, Frise, after back-to-back strikeouts, goes a 4-pitch walk. It seems like both pitchers have kind of done that. Been able to get some good strikeouts, and they'll throw in a 4-pitch walk here and there. But, yeah, that puts a base runner on for, hey, Tyler, your favorite player here, stepping up to the plate, the left fielder, number 8, Logan Young.
Yeah, I'm going to be curious to see if Caston kind of puts it on here.
I'll tell you what, man, I love having a guy like this at the bottom of the lineup, man. He just does so much well. He can get hits, he bunts, he does everything you could ask. And for a coach, this is the dream 9-hole hitter, Tyler.
It's like a second leadoff hitter.
100%.
When you think about it, he's a guy who's going to turn the order over quite often. He's going to get it to your Mickelson, your Gray, and your Bandy as many times as you can, because the more times you're going to get those guys at bats, the more success you're going to have, especially in the Mustangs' point of view.
Really nice job here by the catcher calling time here, and that's really a nice job because that's 6 straight balls right there by Frise. And for LaFrance to understand that and say, hey, you know what, let me go talk to my pitcher, that says a lot. So really nice job by the catcher there. Logan Young, though, with a 2-0 count. He hasn't squared the bunt yet, which for me is a little surprising. Castleton loves the small ball. He loves to push people over, but he's let Logan swing the bat here so far, T.
Yeah, and, across all the Mustang hitters here, they kind of know their zone. They're very patient when it comes to it. They're looking for their pitch, especially in a 2-0 count.
Logan's going to get it, and he's going to single to the right side. And that's going to move Brady Smith all the way over to the third base side. Misses the cutoff, though, and Logan, with the speed he has, is going to take second on the throw. So a single, but moves him to second with the throw, puts runners on second and third right now, Tyler, with 1 out. And now we roll over to the top of the order. You got Tate Perrin coming up here, T.
Yeah, that's textbook hitting there. You get up 2-0, you get your pitch, fastball, middle, and you're going to take it to your dominant side. That's the right center gap. And it's not any flashy power. Just finds a hole and takes advantage on the missed cut there. And now you put Perrin, your leadoff hitter, with 2 on here, 1 out. Ball in play is going to score 1.
All right. Frise right here, he's got to look to get himself back in the rhythm, man. He was 2 straight strikeouts, walked, got down in the count with Logan, and then Logan able to tee one up here. He's going to be down in the zone for ball 1. It's going to be super important for him to stay composed. You know, take that deep breath, say, hey, you know what? Let me work this myself here. Let me see if I can throw some strikes. He's going to have to rely on that defense as well, T, to make some plays for him here. All right, Frise, really nice job taking a deep breath right there, knowing that he just got to get himself refocused and redialed in here. Tate Perrin looking here on a 1-0 count. It's going to be up and in for ball 2. And Tate, man, I'll tell you what, man, super patient hitter, Tyler. And from a leadoff guy, that's kind of what you want, right? You want to be able to take pitches. He does that really well. But he's also very deceptive, man. He's got good speed, and he can put the ball anywhere. And he does right there. He's going to blast one to right field. Right fielder coming over. Can't get to it. It's going to fall short past the right fielder. That's going to score Brady Smith. Logan Young coming around. Tate Perrin's going to slide in with a triple. A bases-clearing triple for Tate Perrin. Exactly what you wanted to see right there from your leadoff hitter, Tyler. But a really nice piece of hitting going to the right field side.
I mean, he just took it that way. Outside pitch, drove to right field, kind of blooped right in front of the right fielder. And I mean, your leadoff hitter is going to have wheels. Nothing shy of it. And, you know, he's able to make a 3-bagger out of it.
Now, this is a pitcher's what tests you here. You know, he just gave up a triple, gave up 2 runs. Can he just calm himself down? Ty Mickelson's going to lay down a bunt. Squeeze. And here he is.
Chaos on the base path. That's going to Ty was safe. First baseman didn't have his foot on the bag.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the first baseman thought that he had him, but he was kind of off the bag, and he didn't really get the tag across. At least from what I can see, I didn't really have a great angle here either. But called safe, and then as soon as he thought that he had the out, Tyler, he tried to make the throw home because Logan's like, hey, dude, I'm going to go. Or not Logan, I'm sorry, Tate Perrin's like, I'm going to go, right? And Tate able to work himself down, slides in, safe. Coach is going to call time, and he's going to come out and he's going to talk to the umpires here. So we'll let them discuss that. But, man, another big run right there, Tyler. You know, yeah. A bunt single is what I would give right there, right? Able to draw another run across.
That's what they tallied it. I mean, it's just chaos here. As an umpire, you got a 2-man crew. Not everyone's going to have everything.
Well, no, he's got a play coming at him, right? So he's got to be watching this. He's not going to be watching first. That is absolutely the field umpire's call right there. He calls him safe. He's safe, man. I mean, the field umpire, in my opinion, didn't even have to come down and talk to the home plate umpire. He's got that call. If he calls him safe, it's safe.
I mean, I wasn't looking at the tag in particular. I mean, his foot from here was definitely off.
Yeah, the foot was off the bag. I couldn't tell if he got a tag down either, but I think he thought he was close enough or that he might have swiped it. Possibly, I don't know. Either way, runner at first here, Tate Gray, who doubled his first at bat up the plate right here, takes a curveball for strike 1. Tate wasn't really looking for a curveball there, but he got one. Fell right across the middle of the plate. And he's like, all right, now I know what you got.
That's a good thing from a pitcher, though. Kind of mix in that first pitch curveball, especially to an aggressive hitter.
100%, T. You got to do that. You got to find ways to throw him off a little bit, right? And that one's going to be down in the dirt. Ty's going to go, though. Catcher comes up. LaFrance, off the shortstop's foot as he goes down to get it. Shoots it in the short part of left field there. But Ty's going to stay at second base with the stolen base.
I thought we were going to have deja vu there. Mickelson tries to take second, and we see another RBI double from Gray. Laid off that one in the dirt.
He did. So you got a 1-1 count here. Runner at second. And again, one of the best hitters in the state up to the plate here. So Frise's got his work cut out for him here. 1 out. He already gave up a big-time double to Tate Gray in the first inning. That curveball is going to be up and away for ball number 2. I mean, what do you do here, Tyler? You know who you're going up against here. I mean, how would you approach this as a pitcher here?
I mean, with who's at the plate, I mean, I got a base open at first. I'm probably just walking him, being honest with you. I mean,
yeah, if I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm the coach, I'm just putting him on right here, too. I'm not letting him swing the bat with the runner in scoring position with run out, but it's going to be a foul tip. Ooh, did he get the foot right there? Kind of looked like he might have there. Hopefully he's all right, but that'll be strike 2. 2-2 count.
It is, well, I mean, now you got 2 strike counts, and now you're attacking the batter here, especially 2-2. But definitely being cautious-minded is probably the lightest term I could go. You got to be careful here with, especially runner in scoring position. You don't want to get too out of hand early.
Yeah, I've seen Tatum Gray work some long at bats with 2 strikes, fouling ball after ball after ball, and able to draw walks. And you know, when you've got the walk record for the team this season with 49 coming into the game today, he's just one that will do that to you. He'll grind. And that pitch is going to be an off-speed, possibly breaking ball, leaves on and does hang on the outside of the plate, and that's going to be ball 3. So you got a full count here. You know, best case scenario, T, you walk him.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario is a strikeout here, but I mean, in terms of what he has done over the course of the season, it's.
And that's going to be breaking ball up and away. You know, that's a safe pitch right there. I'll give Frazee that, man. That was a really good pitch to throw there. See if he's going to chase. If he doesn't, give him the base. You know, now you got first and second with 1 out here, and the guy that's also very dangerous, Cross Bandy right here, coming up to the plate, man. And he's got 32 RBIs this season. He's the number 2 RBI batter this season for the Mustangs behind Tatum Gray, and that's why they're hitting the 3-4 right here, T.
I mean, he's got a lot of opportunities here with runners in scoring position, just runners on in general. I mean, you got a guy who's.
And he's going to bunt, throws it down, and he does. And unfortunately, Frazee didn't really have anywhere to go. The bunt drew him to that side. There was no way he's going to be able to field and throw, especially with Bandy. He gets off the plate so quick
fast,
on the left side. That's the only play he had. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do it. Now Bandy with the infield bunt single loads the bases for Dane Mock.
It's just havoc. I mean, now you got bases loaded here, 1 out. You got the infield fly is what's in play, but Dane, who struck out first at bat, got to see a lot of pitches though, and you know when you have your teammates having a lot of success, it kind of brings that confidence at the plate.
Yeah, Frazee's going to really have to battle here. And he does, and that's a single through the left side right there. Dane Maka, no doubter, comes up and just blasts a solid single through the left side, scores 1, leaves the bases loaded though. Tatum rounded, thought about it. Coach decides to hold him up, which is probably a really good idea.
Especially with 1 out. I mean, maybe 2 outs you might get a little over the top and get a little risky, but.
Well, Tavin Irvin came up throwing right there, too. And, yeah, I think that's a good call. You know, if it's 2 outs, why not send him, you know, see what happens there. But with 1 out, keep the bases loaded. You got a guy like Eli Roop, who also struck out his last at bat up. And, again, a kid that can hit the ball absolutely anywhere. And he's going to take strike 1 on a breaking ball on the outside corner. And the crowd here don't think really liked that call too much. Might have been out a little bit. But we have a great crowd here, man. Mustang fans came to pack the bleachers here, and all around the stadium we've got some fans. And Sioux City West brought some fans out here, too. Always good to see them travel. That's not an easy drive coming from out west there. So.
No, not at all. I was just over in that neck of the woods. I mean, 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes, depending where they're at, is just not easy, especially for a baseball.
Well, we just drove through Sioux City coming back from South Dakota tonight, so I know what you're talking about, T. We're able to take ball 1, evens the count 1-1. Let's see what Frazee's got here. He's going to come. It's going to be up and in.
It's that confidence, though. I mean, you saw Dane first pitch. You know, Frazee's had that fastball going first pitch for the majority of that bat. You saw the 1 curveball to Gray, but he's there, jumped on the first pitch fastball, drove it through the left side.
Yeah, Roop really hasn't got to see, I think, what he really wants to see here. Let's see what Frazee is going to do. Is he going to try to keep that breaking ball? He does. It's going to miss down and away.
I mean, if you're Roop here, you got to be patient. You got 3-1 count. They're loaded. A walk is just as good as a hit here.
Yeah, Roop, I'm going to 9 times out of 10 here, he's going to take.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got another strike.
I mean, he knows fastball's got to be coming, though. I mean, especially 3-1 here. I mean.
And it is. And he also drills a single to the left field side. And this is going to send 2 to the plate, though, because Bandy's got wheels.
And Dane's going to move over as well.
Dane's going to move over as well. So that's a 2-out RBI single.
He went again.
I'm sorry, a 2-run RBI single with 1 out right there by Eli Roop. What a big-time hit.
Time is cold, but I mean, he went against both of us. We thought he was taking all the way, 3-1, ended up sending a base hit through.
Well, you said he's going to be bringing fastball, and Roop was looking for that fastball, and he drilled that single right over the shortstop's head to left field. And, you know, when you got speed like Bandy on, he's probably always going to score from second base on a good single, and he was able to do that there. And that's probably going to be it for Frazee. And they are going to make a pitching change. And we're going to give it up to the young man, man. He had a really good season coming into tonight's game. Came into a Mustang lineup that just didn't have all their ducks in a row against Lewis Central, but tonight said, nope, we're going to change things up, and just came out swinging the bat, getting hits right now. and has really exploded the second inning with 6 runs already with 1 out. And I'm going to give it up to Frise, man. Really nice job tonight. That kid's got to keep his head held up. I'm going to go here and take a peek here real quick. I mean, he's a junior, T. He's going to be back next year. So,
yeah, bright spot for sure for the Wolverines.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to come back. He had a good season pitching for them this year. You know, I mean, obviously he's not going to be happy with his performance tonight, but he just needs to keep his head up, man. Really proud of the kid coming out here, starting in the sub-state regional qualifier here, and you know, obviously doesn't go the way he wants, but he'll be back next year, and he'll be a good weapon for these Wolverines. Coming into pitch, it looks like here, it's number 8, Cale Kilberg, is going to come in here and see what he can do. Kilberg for the season, T. He had the other 2 wins for the Wolverines. His ERA is a little higher, though, at a 5.34. Whip at 1.92.
Opponent's batting average at 2.51. I mean, it's tough, though. I mean, you got this Mustang lineup that hits 1 through 9.
Well, I mean, you know, you were talking about it, Tyler. I mean, the Mustangs.
I mean, the batting average team-wise is 199 for the Wolverines and 330 for the Mustangs.
I mean,
that is elite.
That's tough. I mean, this order top to bottom for the Mustangs. Anybody can hit. Most anybody can hit home runs. You know, they all do a good job. So, yeah, Kilberg's going to have his work cut out for him, but the pitching change, unfortunately, was needed as Frise gave up that second straight single. And now the Mustangs, Tyler, up 8-0 here at the bottom of the second inning. 1 out for the Wolverines. They really need an out here just to try to close the gap. All right, folks, hopefully those that are joining us in at home, we don't get to – this is our first ever baseball stream here at Dallas Center Grimes, by the way. So for me to be able to hop on here and get asked to do this was absolutely awesome. So I want to say thank you so much to Butch and some of the parents asking if I would be here tonight, if I would do that. But, T, thanks so much for taking some time to do the stream with me tonight, man. It's been a lot of fun so far. It's obviously good to see the Mustangs up early here, but Keaton Fenn's going to step up to the plate after striking out his first time to see if he can get a little revenge here. And let's see what Kilberg can do here for the Wolverines, T. Oh, got a strike first pitch. Got to like that. Comes with the fastball. Keaton kind of has an idea now what he's looking at. Now let's see how he's going to attack his at-bat here. And Kilberg is going to be important for him. Strike, some more strikes, T. We've been talking about it all night.
I mean, especially in an 8-run game. I mean, you want to kind of induce the –
Yep, Roop's going to steal second on the strike 2 pitch. So Fenn's going to be down 0-2 early. Takes a deep breath down there going, hey, man, I just got to see it and drive it here. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for. But a ball in play will be big here for the Mustangs. You can look at a sacrifice fly, a ground ball possibly scoring. And he's got a foul tip into the glove for his second strikeout of the game. For out number 2, Kilberg comes in big for the Wolverines and gets a strikeout as first batter, Tyler. You got to love that if you're a Wolverine fan.
Yeah, I mean, he pounded strikes there. I mean, he threw the fastball, which is kind of typical here at the high school level, but you just pounded it for strikes. I mean, that's the big thing here. You're in an 8-run game. You want to throw as many strikes as possible. You want to try to give your bats a chance here.
Brady Smith steps up, and he's going to line one out to shortstop, but puts a piece on that one right there, and that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So Kilberg able to come out, get 2 quick outs for the Wolverines to get him out of a tough inning right there. But the Mustangs put up 6 in the bottom half of the second inning. They have an 8-0 lead here going into the top of the 3rd, and Keaton Fenn's got to love that, Tyler. Knowing he's got a lead, he's got, he can just go out there, do his thing. It's kind of eases a little bit of that pressure, right?
Yeah, most definitely here. And I'm kind of curious to see how Caston's going to kind of work things here. You know, you're up 8 here going into the 3rd. By no means is it time for Fenn to be done, but you're definitely going to want to save his arm come your 2nd and 3rd round of the postseason. So,
well, I'll tell you what, if you're really thinking about it, okay, the winner of this game, if we win tonight, Tyler, we will get a bye, and we don't play again for 5 days. We play again on the 17th, right? So you're right. You know, if they can get through this inning here unscathed, if we go in, even if we get 0 runs up 8-0, do you keep pitching Fenn? Do you kind of keep his pitch count down? I like the idea of keeping his pitch count down because we're really deep.
Yeah.
And we have the opportunity to get the arms out there, but it will be interesting to see what Castleton's going to do here. And coming up here for the Wolverines, your number 9 hitter, number 15, Tavin Irvine, going to come up here to see if he can get things started here against Keaton Fenn, who's only given up a couple walks. I'm sorry, 1 hit and a couple of walks here. So base runners are going to be at a premium here for the Wolverines.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the back pick there, too. It would have been first and second, no outs here at the top of the second. And it kind of goes and flips on your head when you go 6 in the bottom half. But, I mean, you've seen walks. They've gotten base runners in every inning thus far.
Yeah, Keaton's going to start off with a fastball strike 1, which is exactly what you want to see if you're a Mustang fan. And Irvine's going to come up and see if he's going to be aggressive up there. And Fenn's going to be out. Fastball outside for ball 1. It's going to even a count up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's kind of cool there. We got that radar down there. I mean, he's in the upper 80s, low 90s.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. Glad you can see that down there, T.
It's that 20/20 vision.
I'll tell you what, yeah. I mean, Fenn's been, he's been clocked in the low 90s this year. He's going to go play some JUCO baseball next season.
I want to say it's Burlington, but I'm not.
Foul ball back through the left side here. Keats going to stay ahead in the count 1-2.
Bennington, Burlington, I'm not too sure. It's one of those.
You have to reach up and ask his dad, who's up in the booth behind us here. He'll be able to tell you, but he'll be playing some baseball next season. And that's going to be strike 3 inside corner for out number 1. And Fenn made quick work right there. And that's what you want to see if you're a Mustang fan, is Fenn able to come out. Again, he's got 8 runs on the board. He can just kind of go out and do his thing here, T. He doesn't have to worry. He doesn't have to do anything like that. And we're back to the top of the order here for the Wolverines. Christian Lang going to take a couple more swipes here. Breaking ball is going to be up and in for ball 1. It's always interesting to see, can Lane come through? This is a second look here at Fenn. What kind of adjustments the batter's going to make here as he steps up for a second at bat here?
I mean, you saw the Mustangs do it in the bottom half of the second.
He did not go. It's going to be ball 2 up. So we got 2 balls and no strikes for Fenn. Check swing. Didn't quite go, though. First base, they peeled down there, T, and first base umpire said no, he did not go. And that's going to be ball 3 down and away. So we've seen this from Fenn a couple of times tonight already. Gets down 3-0, some 4-pitch walks. Let's see if he can battle himself back on this one, though. Going to square to bunt. Mock's going to work himself in, and that will be strike 1. Really nice job by Keaton Fenn. Really love that. The batter's going to square to try to throw the pitcher off, and Fenn said, nope, I'm going to just throw it right down the middle. You're going to bunt it, you're going to bunt it. He's going to come back, and that'll be strike 2, outside corner. So Fenn able to work himself back into a full count here, T.
I mean, you can see him kind of taking some stuff off here at the radar. I mean, he's kind of in that mid-80s range now, 85, 86, just putting strikes over the plate.
Nice cut right there by Lane, though, to keep himself alive in this at-bat. Fouls one straight to the backstop right there. But as a hitter, man, anything close right now, you've got to protect the plate, man. You got to give yourself a position to try to get on base here. And he does. Lines one to the right side. Oh, man, cross band. He puts the glove down, scoops it up, throws it over to first for out number 2. What a scoop over there by 15, huh, T?
Yeah, kind of in between hops there. Kind of picked that up on a short one.
Yeah, that's not an easy play to make, but really nice job by Lane working himself in, able to draw put the ball in play to the right side of the bag there. But Bandy just made a great play on that short hop for out number 2. Now it's going to bring up for the Wolverines Blake Grant. He's going to get his second look here at Keaton Fenn, and Fenn's going to get ahead 0-1 with the strike 1 count here early. All right, Fenn. Breaking ball is going to be up and in for ball 1. So got a 1-1 count here. And Keat looking like he's finally starting to settle in a little bit here, T.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you have the help of your 7 guys behind you. You got Bandy making a play like that. It goes a long way to a pitcher's confidence, and he knows he's able to put strikes in, and if the ball's put in play, his team's behind him.
Yeah, ball 3 is down in the strike zone here, so it's a 3-1 count. And if you're the Wolverines, you like to see that. Let's see if Fenn can bring one back here, though. And Grant's going to foul it straight back right behind us.
I want to make it known if a foul ball does come at me, I am catching it.
All right, I like that, T, for sure. So we got a full count here. Is Grant's, with that foul ball, keeps himself at the at-bat. and that is going to miss the fastball outside corner, and that's going to be another walk issued by Keaton Fenn. So the Wolverines have a base runner on for the third straight inning, Tyler, and that's going to bring up Ethan Frazee here, the pitcher, the starting pitcher, we'll say. And let's see what Frazee's going to do. And I'll tell you what, he wasted no time there, but his fastball is going to be up in the zone for ball one.
Yeah, Fenn's a guy who likes to work fast. Pitchers kind of have that tempo that they like, and Fenn's a quick worker.
And that'll be strike one outside corner. That kind of looked in that same spot that he called ball four on. But I'll tell you what, he gets the strike call there to even up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's all about this kind of new catcher mechanic. I mean, in the frame aspect of it, it's a big thing now in baseball. And umpires, not that you're supposed to rely on it, kind of do. Just it's all upward motion, and catchers can do a really good job manipulating that strike zone.
Yeah, ball 2 taken right there. Swing and a miss, though, is going to even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Frazee right there is being aggressive, and that's what you need. You can't get any hits if you're not swinging the bat. And Fenn's going to throw strikes. You just got to be ready to go. So let's see what Keaton will do here, 2-2. Not really a lead at all at first base over there. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for strikeout and out number 3. So after 3 for the Wolverines, they leave a runner on a Fenn walk, but no runs on 1 hit total. As we roll to the bottom half of the 3rd inning, the Mustangs up 8-0, T. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to go down here. But before we talk a little bit more, let's throw it down for another commercial here. Quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Sportsmanship starts with you. Good sportsmanship means showing respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, and those around you.
Good sportsmanship is about character, accountability,
and setting a positive example in and out of competition.
Before the game starts, remember,
Sportsmanship starts with you.
They score.
How did they score?
All right, we are back here at the Diamond in Dallas Center, Iowa here as the Mustangs going into the bottom half of the 3rd inning, up 8-0. Kilberg coming out after coming in after the Mustangs had gotten 6 runs in the bottom half of that 2nd inning and gets a strikeout and a line out to get the last 2 outs back-to-back to get the Wolverines out of what was already a tough inning. Let's see if he can continue his success here as I'm going to call it the leadoff hitter, though he's the 9 hitter. Logan Young comes up. He got a single his first at bat and drove in a run. Let's see if he can keep things going here for the Mustangs as they see what they can get started here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Kilberg's going to start with a fastball. Logan's going to drive that out to right field. Right fielder's going to stroll right out there.
Jumped on first pitch fastball. I mean, definitely wanted it. That's where Logan's game isn't in terms of power hitting, but, I mean, that was a nice shot.
Yeah, it was a really nice ball and play right there. And if you're a coach, that's what you want to see right there. So fly out for out number 1 on pitch number 1. So Kilberg's coming in. He's doing his job right now. But he's going to get the top of the order here, and it's never forgiving. Tate Perrin steps to the plate for his 3rd appearance, and he's going to take strike 1 right down the middle. And this is something where it's a little bit different. The Mustangs have to make an adjustment, man. Kilberg's getting ahead in the account a lot more than Frazee was, so it'll be interesting here to see what adjustments the Mustang hitters will make. And ball 1 taken on the outside part of the plate. Perrin counts even 1-1.
Yeah, fun fact about Perrin is he might be the best golfer in the Perrin family. I mean, not only does he got
just missed the ball in play, just missed a double down the left field line there. Just went foul for strike number 2. You got a 1-2 count. But talk about his golf game there, team.
Yeah, I mean, his family's right down here. I mean, they'd probably all agree with me that Tate's the best golfer in the family.
Got Perrin Nation down here, right to our right side here. 1-2 count here for Tate. Curveball, really nice pitch, just missed inside. I want to yell down to Tate, hey, keep in on that one, man. But really good curveball there, miss. Counts even there at 2-2. Hey, Perrin took that with confidence, man. He's like, no, that's not there.
That's in terms of just knowing the zone. I mean, a lot of these guys.
That's going to be a curveball up to. Now the count's going to draw full 3 balls, 2 strikes.
A lot of these guys very familiar with their zone. I mean, they've had a ton of at-bats over the course of the last month and a half or so. I mean, they're playing every 3 days.
And that one was just a little overthrown. I think wanted a little extra juice on it. Kilberg threw that, well, nowhere near the zone, and that goes all the way to the backstop for ball 4. So Tate Perrin's going to draw a walk, which is something he's done this season. It's going to be a runner on first and brings Ty Mickelson, who laid down a bunt single his last at-bat, T.
Yeah, I mean, that's the versatility of the 2-hole hitter here for the Mustangs. Just, I mean, he can do it all. I mean, he can hit it over the fence. He can put the ball down on the bunt and move runners.
And that's going to be a curveball in, and Kilberg's thrown that curveball a lot here in the last 6 pitches. And Mickelson turns away from that one. It'll be ball 1. You know, keeping your pitches, you know, I mean, it's good to throw the breaking ball early in a count as well. See if he'll come back with a fastball. He does. It's going to be up and in for ball 2. But he's done a pretty good job of mixing up his pitches, T. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like the first pitch curveball. It's not something you see often. It's really tough up here to kind of differentiate the fastball and the changeup. Use the radar as best you can. But even in mixing in like a first pitch changeup, just trying to alter the time of the swing from the batter. Just mixing it up. You can't have that same pattern because guys in the dugout are picking up on it. They do a really good job of it. So if you have that same pattern, just being able to mix it up from time to time.
Yeah, fastball up for ball 3. Mickelson up 3-0 here. And he's going to draw a 4-pitch walk as that one was low and away. So 2 straight walks for Kilberg after, you know, looking like he was dialed in. And now he's just got to take a deep breath and settle in. And now you got first and second with Tate and Gray up. You really don't want to walk him here because that'll load the bases for Cross Bandy, who also can drive in runs. So really, you're at a spot here where you're just going to have to pitch careful, T.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario here is a kind of an infield fly, or, you know, if you end up getting the double play. But 2 on here for Gray is a big spot for the Mustangs.
And that's going to be a curveball again to start the at-bat, but that's going to be way out and away for ball number 1. You know, as a pitcher, man, it's tough. You know, you get these really good hitters up, and you kind of have to tell yourself, hey, do I challenge him? And you got to challenge him a little bit, you know, but you also got to be smart and just make sure you don't leave it out right across the middle part of the plate. Challenge him on the corners. Really try to pick your spots. Ooh, and that's off the end of the bat, but the second baseman had to really go to his right side, and he went to go backhand it and was able to knock it down, but not able to really do anything else with it. And that should be another hit right there for Tate and Gray, and that'll load the bases for number 15, Cross Bandy. And I love seeing what Cross can do here. Should be, you know, having the bases loaded, 1 out. I mean, really a fly ball here, possible sac fly. I mean, really it's just a ball in play is what you're looking for here.
Did a really good job, though, getting the ground ball from Tatum.
Oh, for sure. There's no doubt about it. Oh, wow. Hey, tell the concession stand, thank you very much. Come up and give us a little love here. So thank you very much, concession stand. They've always got some good food down there. Brought us some hot dogs and some drinks, so much appreciated. All right, here we go. Cross going to take strike 1 right down the middle there.
Here, if you're Cross, you got to be patient, though. I mean, like we said, you know, you got the base loaded. Walk is the same as a single here. So.
Well, Kilberg hasn't had any real control or command the last couple of batters. So at the end of the day, you got to kind of take the good with the bad. And Cross is going to, oh, man, he's going to fly up to the left side. Could the third baseman make the play? He does. Squeezes it. That is a big out for the Wolverines right there as Bandy just pops out to the third base side. It's going to bring up Dane Mock with the bases loaded. And, hey, Dane was in this position his last at-bat, Tyler, and he's singled to the left side, driving in 1. Let's see if he can stay hot. And Alec Eisenhart's going to come in and pinch run for Tate and Gray here. All right, T. See what Dane's going to do here. He came out first pitch swinging last time.
I was just going to say that. I wouldn't be surprised first pitch swinging here.
No, that curveball kind of, or that sweeping slider maybe. But anyway, outside of the zone there is going to be taken for ball 1. But, yeah, if I'm Dane, I'm looking to stay aggressive, man. Look for that fastball pitch that you like and just see if you can drive it again. 2 outs, really need a base hit. Dane's got the power, Tyler. I mean, he can put it over if he gets the right pitch. And that one's going to be a wild pitch. Gets away, and that's going to be an easy run scored right there for Tate Perrin. So the wild pitch will drive another run in to make it 9-0. And that's going to be a 2-0 count for Dane Mock. So we still got second and third here, T. And, you know, he puts the ball in play or can get a single, could drive one, maybe two more in here. Eisenhardt's not slow. I mean, he's got some wheels too. So, you know, anything decent here, you could see Cassinson with 2 outs trying to force the play at home and see if he can get himself 2 runs here.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of driving the initiative. Now you got a base open here, 2-0. You can kind of be a little more timid here in the pitching front.
He comes up and in. It's 3-0. Yeah, I mean, you got an open base now. I mean, it really depends on which way you want to go. But Roop came up, and he drove a single the last time up as well, and that was a 2-run single.
Yeah, so, I mean, you got a lot of ways you can go about it here. 3-0, I mean, you're probably going to be putting something in the zone. And
all right, here we go. Kilberg coming to the plate here, and it's going to be up and in, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to load the bases brings up Eli Roop. And I'll tell you, I've known the Roops for a long time, so have you, T. And one thing about Eli, man, is he loves these kind of situations, man. I mean, the confidence this kid brews is something else. So, no, we're good, yeah. It'll be fun to see what Eli does here. Kilberg's really got to get his control back here, man. Love to see Kilberg come in here, get a first pitch strike. The Wolverines really need that right now, and I think Roop would love to see something right down the plate as well. So let's see what he does here. He does go fastball, but unfortunately it's going to be up and in for ball 1.
I mean, you know how Roop works, though. Very patient hitter. We've talked about it in each of his first 2 at-bats. I mean, he's really trying to find his pitch. He found it in the second at-bat, drove in 2, and he kind of got in that ahead in the count 3-1. So,
and he takes strike 1 inside corner. Good pitch by Kilberg. I mean, Roop does strike out often, but he is an aggressive. He's an aggressive guy at the plate. At the same token, though, he will stay aggressive. And really, or not stay aggressive. He knows he's aggressive, but he'll also, you know, take pitches when needed as well. Nice curveball by Kilberg right there. That might be his best breaking ball of the inning for him right there to put himself up 1-2 in the count here. Yep. All right, Kilberg up in the count. He's going to throw that one down away. Almost threw another one. A pass. Really nice job by LaFrance right there. The catcher to just get his glove on that one, as that was very low and outside. Evens the count 2-2. Bases loaded for the Mustangs. They had this happen to them the other night where they left the bases loaded. Let's see if they can get a big hit here like they did an inning ago. And Roop's going to drive one. Left side. The left fielder loses it. And Roop's going to take that. It's going to hop all the way to the fence. This is going to be a base-clearing double for Eli Roop. What a hit by Roop right there to clear the bases.
I mean, that one had a lot of spin going towards that left, and the left fielder kind of lost his footing there. But, I mean, there it is, Roop again with runners in scoring position, driving in 3. That's 5 RBIs in the day for senior Roop.
Yep, 2 for 3, single, a double, 5 RBIs. You got to love that right there if you're the Mustangs. Up 12-0 right here, bottom half of the 3rd inning. And Roop's going to jog his way back after giving his stuff up. And Keaton Fenn, who is struck out the last couple of at-bats here, is coming in here to see if he can put a ball in play here for the Mustangs. Kilberg, fastball. Fenn gets a piece of that one, though. Fouls it off the fence in front of the dugout on the Mustang side. And I'll tell you what, man, this is one thing right here that Fenn is just looking to try to get a piece of something on something. He's just a really aggressive hitter. He leads the team in strikeouts because he's not afraid to swing the bat, team.
No, yeah, I mean, he's looking for his pitch, and I mean, you can tell by the way he swings the bat. I mean, he's wanting to hurt the baseball.
Oh,
I remember
yes,
the North Polk game. I mean, the walk-off home run he had.
Yeah.
That's someone he's not going to shy away from the moment. He's going to kind of embrace it, and I mean, he's swinging hard always.
Well, he takes ball 1, evens the count, and that was up and in. Kilberg's going to come set here. Roop on second. And that's up and in fastball. Fenn able to let that one go. He's going to put himself up in the count 2-1, and let's see what he's going to do here. I mean, Kilberg's had moments where he's done a really good job with his control, and then he's had moments where he has not been able to find it. So, you know, he's just got to, you know, take a deep breath here. That's a really nice one, but Fenn puts the bat on the ball, and he's going to drive the gap there. He's going to, hold up. He thought about maybe going for 2, but he's going to drive in Roop with that base hit. And he's finally on the board with a really nice shot to the left center right there. And that's going to bring up your number 8 hitter, Brady Smith. And it looks like the manager for the Wolverines is going to call time, and he's going to come out. We may see a pitching change here, T-Bird.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate here. I mean, your Wolverines are backs against the wall down 13-0. You got to pull out all the stops here. I mean, it's
Yeah, I mean, he had 2 outs, just giving up the 1 run. He had the bases loaded, and then unfortunately Roop gets a hold of one over the left fielder's head, drives in 3, and then you got Fenn comes up, drives in another one, and now it's a 5-run inning. So it's a 13-0 ball game here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning with 2 outs. I mean, it's a tough situation for the manager here. Do you let him finish the inning? And that might be what they're doing here. Going to have a conversation, and then it's going to be interesting to see what Cassinson wants to do here as he rolls through. I mean, with 13 runs, I haven't seen anybody throwing down there though. Unfortunately, I mean, I wouldn't send Fenn back out for the 4th inning. I would save the pitches in the arm, bring out somebody else. I mean, you got 13 runs on the board here. I mean, you're not hurt. Fenn did his job through 3 shutout innings, did his part. So it'll be interesting. They are going to leave Kilberg in here to see if he can finish up the inning. I think the manager just goes out, talks to him a little bit, say, hey, you good? How's the arm feel? Kind of talk him up, give him see if he can get him a little shot of confidence right here. Brady Smith, though, no slouch at the plate, so he's got to come up here. He's got to be smart with his pitches, but he's going to really have to work on getting ahead in the count here.
I mean, yeah, most definitely. It's going to be a true test here of the willpower for the Wolverines. I mean,
all right, here you go. Brady Smith, man. I mean, the freshman's come in and takes a high ball, and that's going to be a wild pitch. And you got a pinch runner in here for the Mustangs, and that's going to be Josiah Cox. He's going to take second on the wild pitch, be ball 1. And that's something that they have to be real careful of. I mean, don't continue to let the Mustangs put base runners in scoring position, because one thing Smith can do is, I mean, he can hit the long ball, but he'll put the bat on the ball. And at the end of the day, that's what you're looking for. See, balls in play from a batter's perspective is what you want.
yeah, especially at the high school level. I mean, balls in play, kind of going back to the Roop 3 RBI double. I mean, he put the ball in play.
Turn the left fielder around. I mean, you just don't know what's going to happen once that ball leaves your bat. Brady Smith, though, takes ball 2. He's got a 2-0 count. Kilberg really needs to find a strike here, though. And that curveball just misses inside. Smith's got to be careful. That one bended back pretty nice there for Kilberg. Just missed. Catcher actually looked back and asked the umpire, hey, where was that? Because that looked pretty good. So Smith's got to be careful on that, but he's got a 3-0 count right now. He's going to have the green light. Coach is going to let him swing the bat if it's there. And really nice inside fastball to cut the inside corner of the plate. That wasn't even out over the plate, T. That was just a really beautiful pitch by Kilberg right there. Gives him a strike to get him back into this at-bat here. Let's see if he can fire another one here and see what he does, T.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with the approach from the Mustang hitter so far. I mean, we're 3 times through the order.
And that one's going to be up and in, T. Sorry, ball 4 here brings up Logan Young, the number 9 hitter.
We've worked what seems like a half dozen walks through 3 innings, and it's created base runners for us. And when you got runners on, pitchers, they're thinking about it. It's in the back of their head, and they're not focused on the batter from time to time, and it creates havoc.
Yeah, and Logan Young's put the bat on the ball today. I mean, he's got a single. He flew out deep right center last time. I mean, he's seeing the ball really well right now, and he's going to put a ball in play early. Right to center field, though, and that should be the up, and it is. That's the 3rd out of the inning on the fly out to center field right there. Really nice catch by Christian Lang, and the Wolverines get out, but not before giving up 5. So after the bottom of 3, after 3 complete innings, let's phrase it that way, T. Your Mustangs 13, the Wolverines nothing. So as we roll to the top half of the 4th, the Wolverines are just looking to get something started. And it looks like Cassinson's going to bring Fenn back out for the 4th inning. I'm not quite sure why he would bring him out, but he is going to bring him out to throw a few more here as the Mustangs are up 13-0, T.
Yeah, as long as he can keep the pitch count down. That's always a big thing there.
Oh, for sure, and I don't have what the pitch count is here for Fenn, but it can't be super high right now. But again, being up 13-0, and again, I'm not the coach or the manager. I don't think he needs to be out there. I think you can just save the arm in general. I mean, we have enough pitchers in this bullpen right here. You can bring anybody out at this point in time. But this is something Castleton's done all year long. He's going to stick with his guy. Maybe go one more inning, see what happens here. And leading off here for the Wolverines is going to be your number 5 hitter. That'd be number 5, Colin Mayo. Playing shortstop for the Wolverines tonight. He's going to come up and see if he can get things started here. All right, Mayo's going to step in. And that ball's going to be just a little inside. Mayo ducks his head. He's going to take ball 1. Oh, my apologies. It's Junior LaFrenz. I was a batter ahead, so my apologies, Wolverines fans. Number 12, Junior LaFrenz. And count takes strike 1, so counts even at 1-1. I was a batter ahead here. My apologies. And he's going to put a bat on the ball, shallow center field. Mickelson's going to call everybody off, and he's going to catch it for out number 1 just into the outfield grass in center field. So with that, LaFrenz out number 1, and this will bring up Colin Mayo, who I thought was there, but he will be up now for the Wolverines, seeing if he can get something kick-started here for Sioux City West. All right, here we go. All right, Mayo walked his last at-bat here for the Wolverines. Let's see if he can put the ball in play. He's just going to say, hey, I just need to get on, and he's going to take ball 1 to start here, T. All right. Fenn deals, and that'll be outside for ball number 2. Mayo really hasn't seen a pitch that he's liked yet tonight. All right, 2-0 count here for Fenn, and he's going to be up, just up and away for ball number 3. Now let's see if Keith can work himself back in here. We've seen it happen both ways. 4-pitch walk, we've seen him work himself back into a strikeout. So, and that is going to be ball 4. So Mayo's going to draw his second walk of the game. And that's going to bring up number 10, Max Weirheim.
Number 10, Max Weirheim.
Or Weirheim, my apologies, Max Weirheim.
We got similar spot to the start of the second inning, if I'm not mistaken. No.
Where Weirheim has an opportunity here. I mean, 1 out, runner on first, to see if they can move the batter over, or move a runner over, my apologies. And that's going to be down. That looked good from here, but it must have been down in the zone. It'll be ball 1. So that's 5 straight balls for Keaton Fenn. He needs to find a strike here. And you got strike 1 on the outside corner. Gray was coming up again thinking, hey, maybe I can get another one here, but the runner did a really nice job not getting too far over there. All right, here we go. We're going to be 2-1 count here. You know, Weirheim, I think, if I remember correctly, he is the only hit of the game here for the Wolverines. Let's see if he can put another ball in play. Fenn's going to get strike 2 outside corner to even the count 2-2. Really nice pitch by Keaton right there, T.
Yeah, it's a great frame job there by Gray, too. Kind of caught that lower corner on the outside part of the plate. And, I mean, you got 1 out here, 2 strikes.
Weirheim's going to want to protect here, make sure he does what he can. Oh, man, what a play. Oh, it's going to be a little high. What a play by Eli Roop. I mean, Weirheim, line drive to the right side. Roop lays out in his glove, touches first base, gets up, almost had a double play, but really nice play by Roop. But Weirheim, really nice job just putting the ball in play right there. Able to move the runner to second base, though, which is big for the Wolverines. So 2 outs, runner on second here. You know, and if you're the Wolverines, this is the first time we've had a runner out there. It's going to bring up Cale Kilberg, the pitcher, number 8, with a runner at second, 2 outs. And he's going to foul one back to the screen here. Put Keat up in the count 0-1.
I mean, it's kind of cool going through these stats, kind of seeing the pros and cons of both squads here. I mean, like you said, DCG likes to do a lot of that sacrifice movement, and not that the
it's going to be a swing and miss by Kilberg. I'm not quite sure He must have been looking for something, but that was just a really lackadaisical swing for strike number 2. Let's see if he can gather himself back up. Now he's down in the count 0-2.
Not that the lineout was a sacrifice, but the lineout moves a runner over into runner in scoring position, and that's a big thing here for the Wolverines.
Yeah, I mean, you just want to get a run across, right? Curveball is going to be way up and high on the inside part. Be a 1-2 count here for Fenn. I agree, though, with you, T. You know, I mean, the sacrifice game in high school can be super important. You know, obviously you're down 13-0, but just moving runners to try to get yourself runs here is good. You know, you just want to see if you can get something going.
And DCG's done it on the base path today. I mean, they've had a couple bunt singles that have just kind of.
Yeah, Fenn's fastball is going to be outside. Evens the count 2-2.
It just kind of alters perspective. I mean, you had Bandy who laid down a bunt single. Mickelson did it as well. Just causing just a ruckus out there on the path. It's driven in a couple runs for the Mustangs.
Fenn's going to fire a curveball, breaking ball for strike 3, and that'll be out number 3. And after the top half of the 4th inning, the Mustangs have not given up a run. Fenn with a scoreless game, only giving up the 1 hit. 1 error for the Mustangs. I'm sorry, 1 error for the Wolverines, and then the Mustangs right now up 13-0. T, you got to be happy with what you're seeing out of DCG right now.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 runs here for the Mustangs and the game ends, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, so Mustangs looking for 2. Trying to remember where we're at in the order. I think it goes top of the order here, 1, 2, 3. Logan lined out to center.
Yeah, Logan lined out, put the ball in play, but definitely lined out here. But 2 runs would end the game. It'll be interesting to see here if Cassinson might do a little pinch hitting here, or if he'll continue to run through here with being up 13-0. I see Tate Perrin coming out, though, so he is going to lead things off. So it looks like he's going to lead the top half of his order in here. See if they can get those 2 runs to put this game away. Kilberg's going to stay on the mound here for the Wolverines. Love the confidence by the coach to keep him out. And he's just going to come out here and see if he can work ahead on the count, get some outs, and give his team an opportunity to swing the bat. Again, the winning, if the Mustangs win this game, T, which being up, 13-0, they should be able to do that. They will get a bye, and they will not play again until Wednesday, the 17th.
I mean, yeah, right. Days off is a big thing in the postseason. You know, DCG has that luxury of having a lot of arms in the bullpen. They can start probably 5 or 6 guys and feel comfortable coming out on top. So, I mean, the 5 days is going to be extra in terms of it. I mean, if things go sideways, you could bring Fenn out of the bullpen if you wanted to. If you really wanted to, you could start Fenn on 5 days rest. So, I mean, there's a lot of options that you could go with. And
it looks like Lincoln Harris is going to go out and start warming up in the bullpen there for the Mustangs. But we got the top of the order here for the Mustangs. Tate Perrin coming up against Kilberg. And Perrin puts a charge into one, left center. And that is gone! Boom! Shakalaka! That's a solo home run for Tate Perrin as he put a charge into that first pitch, T. Holy cow.
yeah, saw one he light just over the left center wall. Never a doubt on that one, and 1 run closer here.
Wow, man. I mean, Tate just put a charge into that one. I think that was his 2nd of the season, T.
Yeah.
Number 2 for Tate Perrin, and that was just a shot.
Yeah, Blake Perrin could never, if I'm being honest on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen Blake Perrin have that kind of power. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, Kilberg up on the mound here, dealing to Ty Mickelson. Curveball outside, low and outside before ball number 1. All right, Kilberg here. Second pitch to Mickelson is going to be a fastball low and away for ball number 2. Ty being patient up there, T, knowing he's just going to look for his pitch to drive here.
I mean, that's the thing here with the Mustang order. I mean, 1 through 9, guys can put charges into baseballs. I mean, you've seen it with Perrin. You've seen it with, Logan's had a couple hits today, or a couple hard hit balls today as well. And, Brady did it the other night.
Yeah,
Eli's driven in 5 runs. Dane's had a couple hard hit balls. You're going to get your production from Gray and Bandy, but,
nice fastball strike. 3-1 count here for Ty Mickelson.
1 through 9, they can do it, and that's what it takes to make a good postseason run here in any sport, really. You got to rely on a good team, a good cast of teammates, and there's the walk.
Yeah, fastball outside for ball 4, draws a walk. So you got runner on first, and with nobody out after the Tate Perrin home run. So you got Tate and Gray coming to the plate here.
The team has done such a great job this year. 33-3. They've had a couple flat games in terms of Lewis Central and Indianola, but this is a team that has what it takes to make a deep run in the postseason.
Well, they 100% do, man. Lineup, hitting, their pitching rotation, they definitely have it. The thing with baseball, man, it's a game at a time. So it's got to be out there and be able to put it together. Curveball for strike 1. Nice pitch by Kilberg right there.
Got Perrin down warming up in the bullpen as well.
Oh, yeah, Perrin down there throwing some pitches as well. Perrin always comes out of the bullpen late for the Mustangs this season.
Does a really good job fulfilling his role as closer, too.
Oh, throw over. Might be the first one for the Wolverines today. Mickelson able to get back. Gray, after taking the curveball strike, looking for his next pitch to drive. This is one guy I really enjoy watching hit. Curveball for strike 2. Mickelson's going to take off, and he'll steal second easily right there. So Gray's taking 2 curveballs for strikes and now has a runner on second. But this is a guy, Tyler, that hits well with 2 strikes. So,
yeah.
This is a guy that's committing to go play baseball at Notre Dame. This guy knows what his strike zone and what it's all about. He is going to fight here with 2 strikes.
Yeah, he does it with such confidence, too. His approach doesn't change with 2 strikes. He's just looking to put a charge into the baseball. And
all right, time is called. Gray's going to step back here. He's going to tighten his gloves. And he's like, all right, let's see what you got, kid. Throw me something across the plate here, and I'm gonna give it a swing. So let's see what Taten's able to do here. Ty able to steal second, so you got a runner at second, nobody out. And that ball is going to be inside for ball number 1. So 1-2 count here. Yeah, you're right, T. It is pretty impressive to see. He does know his strike zone really well. It's not that he doesn't strike out. He struck out 12 times this season, but it's how he just knows where he's at. And usually if he's striking out swinging. He's not looking at anything. And that pitch inside as well, misses, and that's going to be a pass ball. Mickelson's going to get over to third base on that. That ball right there evens the count at 2-2. And, for those, I don't know how well you can see from the camera position here, but, man, Taten hugs the line, man. He puts his back foot on the back part inside, and he's right on the line. He's going to force that pitcher, hey, if you're going to bring it in, you're going to have to bring it in. He doesn't get many inside strikes. He's able to get those pitches. Ooh, and he fouls that one away. Kilberg brought that fastball towards the inside part, and Taten's like, not this time. Fouls that one off, and he's going to wait until he can get his pitch here, team.
That's a good 2-strike swing, though. It's a ball that's probably on the corner, and he's just able to foul it off. He does nothing simple but just put it in foul territory. He's going to get another pitch here.
Oh, man, and he gets a charge into that, but that's also going to be a long foul ball to the right side. All right, here we go. Taten Gray put the charge into 1. 2-2 count. That's two we've seen today, Tyler, where Taten's put a long foul ball together. He's just been that far ahead of it. Whoa, and that's a wild pitch right there by Kilberg, and Ty's going to score on that one, and that will be ball game, folks. With the wild pitch, the Mustangs are going to win their first regional sub-state game, 15-0 over Sioux City West. The Wolverines come into town. Unfortunately, not able to score any runs, but what I do like to do, and we try to do this when we're on stream, especially on the last game, is give a shout-out to the seniors for Sioux City West, as this is their last baseball game that they're going to play in their high school career. So let's give a huge shout-out to number 2.
Just one, number 2.
Yeah, just one senior? Get out of here. Well, let's give it up to that senior, number 2, Blake Grant. Blake, we wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors, whether you play baseball, go to college, or whatever. But, bittersweet that it ended today on a 15-0 game. But we wish you nothing but the best. Sioux City, thanks for coming out. Love to see the fan base come out for them and support their team. They battled this season. They only had 5 wins, but they battled all season long and came out here and played some good baseball, man. Their pitchers battled. The Mustangs, unfortunately, tonight for them are just a better team. And this is the Mustang team I was looking forward to seeing, being able to come out, put a lot of runs up, put the ball in play, get hits in key situations, and they were able to do that tonight, Tyler. Yeah. And that's what allowed them to put 15 runs on the board.
We talked about it coming into today. Just waking up the bats, and they did just that. 15 runs over the course of 3 scored innings, and it's not a surprise. They've been doing it all season long, and like we said, they got a lot of future ahead of them, and hopefully, a long postseason run to be made.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, the Mustangs get the win in game number 1. That's going to allow them to get a first round, or we're going to get a bye. I don't want to call it a first round bye. We do get a bye coming up here. So the Mustangs will be back at home again next Wednesday. Don't know who their opponent's going to be yet, but they will be at home Wednesday. We will be streaming that game live as well. Unfortunately, T won't be able to join me, but I will have somebody here. Not sure who yet, but I will have a partner here. We'll be able to stream that game as well.
Brad's final game streaming. It's going to be
bittersweet.
My
final game streaming for sure. I think I've said it a couple times, but I had no idea they would be able to get this up for baseball. But got to say thanks to Mike Bynum for coming out and setting this up, being able to allow us to get a stream out there. Always fun to get a boom shakalaka. And baseball's a little tougher. You have to hit the ball over the fence, but Tate Perrin able to get one done for the Mustangs tonight.
Yeah, Chris Perrin was saying it just before the game ended. Finally a boom shakalaka. It's such a cool moment. And shout out to Tate Perrin for putting it over the wall.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congrats to Coach Castleton and the Mustangs for a big win in Game 1 of the Sub-State postseason for the Mustangs. Again, be back here Wednesday night at the Diamond here in Dallas Center as the Mustangs will take on an opponent yet to be named, but always fun to see this group of kids come out and play, man. The seniors did a great job tonight. We are so deep from that side of it. It'll be fun to see what the Mustangs will continue to do. So I want to thank Tyler Bailiff, Mike Bynum, all the folks out there that are able to tune into the stream tonight. I want to say thank you to all the fans out there as well. But we will be back here next Wednesday. You guys enjoy your weekend, okay? This is Brad Bailiff signing out.